Well, people have been asking about it, and yes, I'm finally out here in Studio B, my favorite studio. Studio I have limited time with because it gets cold here in the winter and I'm not always out in the boat. But it's wonderful to get out in the bay and just relax and no noise, no sound. Now, this is a holiday weekend. It's about to get busy later on, so I got out here early. Uh, my wife and my sons and my granddaughter. My granddaughter's going on her first boat ride out here today, so I'm getting things ready to do that. Nonetheless, regarding politics, this next week is going to be an interesting week. This is when a lot of things are going to come to a head with Joe Biden. Joe Biden's getting pressured to step aside. And as I've said before, I think that's a huge mistake. Joe Biden has the power to stay with it if he wants to. The only reason he decides to step aside is if there's something we don't know, and I don't think that's the case. But next week, we are going to have the media putting on a full court press. They're going to be trying to get him to step aside for only one reason, because it's a big news story and they can make money from it. Some of the Democrats want him to step aside too, and there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, they're terrified they're going to lose in November, so they want to do whatever they have to do to get this fixed. That's a mistake. Some others, this might be a power grab, trying to do something. And again, that wouldn't be surprising when we're talking about politicians, whether they be Democrat or Republican. And then the Republicans, what the fuck do they want? They don't even know what they want. Sure, they want to create chaos and dissension within the Democratic ranks, and they've been fairly successful at this point because the Democrats have been sucked directly into it. But at the same time, do they really want Joe Biden to step aside? Well, yeah, step aside. And then they say, wait, who's coming in? Because they don't know if it's going to be worse for them. Probably the scaredest group right now is the Republicans because they don't know what to expect. Now, I'll tell you this about Joe. Joe's got a pretty strong support from his base. If Joe holds strong, these people that are trying to push him out, they're going to be in trouble a little later on, closer to the election, especially if Joe wins. This is really an interesting time. It's going to see what wins out here. Whose will win. I'm betting on Joe Biden at this point, and I still think that's the best choice.